Hello everybody, John Coffee here again. Just got done doing my DVD update, and there was a few movies I didn't really get to, and there's a few more I wanted to review in my collection because I don't think I've ever talked about them in good detail. And I figured I'm going to start with one that I basically bought because I watched Mr. Parka's video, and he was talking about the Men Behind the Sun trilogy, or series of movies. I shouldn't say trilogy. It's a confusing series because there's two by the original director. There's Men Behind the Sun and the one I'm going to talk about, and there's Men Behind the Sun 2 and 3, which have nothing to do with each other. But I picked it up basically because of his review, because it sounded real interesting to me. I love Men Behind the Sun, so I picked it up, and I got it pretty good for an unearthed movie. Usually unearthed movies are pretty expensive. And it's T.F. Mao's Men Behind the Sun, which I love this cover. It's so cool. And believe it or not, this movie was made, I'm going to check it real fast, make sure I'm not. Yeah, it was made in 1995. And he's a Chinese director. His name's T.F. Mao. Highly recommend his stuff. He's a great director. This takes place around World War II. It's about how the Japanese invaded China, a village in China called Nanking, and basically just, raped and slaughtered and murdered thousands upon thousands of people. And this movie is, like, seriously, if not the most powerful, definitely one of the most powerful movies I've watched. Because I remember when I watched Campbell Holocaust the first time, I was disturbed and bothered, but it didn't move me like I thought it was going to. This movie moved me. I was so depressed watching it. It was just unbelievable. It's so sad, and as you're watching it, you just know it's not going to get good. It's only going to get just worse and worse for these people. And it's powerful. The music is just haunting to me. It's just like this real military drum, and the way that he did it, where he shows these horrible acts of violence against the Chinese people, and then shows the Japanese acting like it's nothing, just gloating about it. And the movie kind of follows this one guy, where his family is basically murdered, and him and his niece and nephew are able to get away, and he hides them. And you basically see what happens to them towards the end of the movie, which leads to the most, I won't admit this, and most men wouldn't admit this, it's kind of embarrassing, but the ending of this movie made me cry. Now, I'm not crying like, oh god, I'm tearing. I'm talking about I was just bawling. And I haven't done that since I was a little kid. I mean, it was just so sad the way it was played out. I've never watched anything that, it felt like having my heart ripped out and just kind of stepped on a few times, kicked around a little bit. But having said that, I mean, this movie's not for everybody. Some people are just not going to be able to take this kind of movie. It's just so, but it's kind of important, because this is kind of something that's kind of lost. The whole Nanking massacre, and also Men Behind the Sun with the Japanese atrocities during World War II. Kind of something that you don't really, when everyone talks World War II, they think Germany, Nazis. But I mean, this stuff should be known. I mean, people should know about this. And I'm not saying everybody check this movie out, because some people just, like, they're not going to be able to take the subject matter that's in this. But if you're a fan of exploitation, if you're a fan of just powerful movies that'll just destroy your soul, then I can't recommend one any higher than Black Sun, the Nanking Massacre. And I also recommend Men Behind the Sun by T.F. Mao. Definitely check out his videos. Not videos. Check out his movies. They're great. And this one is so good. I would like to go into some of the stuff I have in this movie, but I'm almost afraid to get me kicked off YouTube. Some of the stuff is so just shocking. Like, that's the best way to put it. Like, one thing happens, you're like, man, that's messed up. And then, like, 3 more things happen that are even more just messed up and disturbing than that, and it's really unbelievable. Like, it had me really feeling bad for the Chinese and really just hating the main characters, Japanese main characters. But the movie's great, and if you can get, I actually got it new, but it was in the used section for like $10. If you can get it for that, or just a little bit more, and you're interested, I highly recommend it. It's right now my favorite of the Men Behind the Sun series. I haven't seen 2 and 3. I've seen 1, and I've seen this one. This is the 4th one. I actually like it better than the original. And if you're looking for a powerful piece of film, you're not going to get much better than this. And this is so cool. Unearthed did a good job. Transfer was pretty cool. There were some good special features. What can what more do you want from a movie like this? I can't believe someone actually released it. I think it's great. That's why Unearthed needs to be around. Any company that does this deserves to be around. Check this out. Check me out. I'm going to do a bunch more of these because I don't buy a whole lot of stuff. And I can't do DVD updates all the time like a lot of people. So check this out. Check me out. Check everybody else that does these videos out. And I'll see y'all later.